Mad Max 1. Not a good movie. I didn't say it, I fell asleep twice. Not good. Mad Max 2. Very good movie. I love it. Watch it on Thanksgiving. Every year. Very good. Mad Max Under the Thunderdome. Never saw it. I had this movie for 3 years. Never seen it. The reason why I own it is because it was cheap at a movie store. That's the only reason why I saw it. I'm gonna watch, but after watching this movie, after watching Mad Max Fury Road, I'm gonna watch it tonight. Let's get into this movie review. Alright, so Mad Max Fury Road is actually a very simple movie. It's just getting a group of people to point A to point B across the desert. That's basically all it is. But what this film has, that's like difference between getting to point A to point B and being very boring, is action. This movie has a lot of action. This movie's like filled with action. Even from the first scene, it's action, which I love. And what I also loved about this movie is everything's practical. It's no whole bunch of CGI. There is one point in the movie where there's a whole bunch of CGI. That's during a storm. Spoiler alert. But I mean, it's in the trailer. So anyway, but that movie. But besides that scene, the rest of everything I think is practical, which is really cool because I love practical stunts. I love the 80s and 90s era of movies because they didn't have that much CGI and they didn't rely heavily on it. That's why I love that much. That's why I love those era of films, 80s and 90s. And you can tell this is made by an old-time director. I forget the director's name. Frank Miller, I think? George Miller? I think one of those two. What else I loved about this movie? I love the cinematography. I mean, this movie looks so beautiful. Even like from the opening shot of him just standing on that. I think you guys seen it in the trailer, the first trailer that came out. That's the very first shot. Spoiler alerts, but again, this is a trailer. But even that shot on this big screen, it just looks so beautiful. It looks so great. And this, I can't tell you how much the cinematography looks. Okay, there's a whole shaky cam during the fight sequences. There's no getting up and close with the cars and everything, like a Michael Bay type style. You know, it's just beautiful. And I looked it up. This cinematographer was actually in retirement, but George Miller brought him out of retirement because he was awesome. And I believe he also won an Academy Award, which is awesome. I also love the story. The story is very simple. I mean, there is story. I mean, with a movie like this, you can obviously tell that when you see it in the trailer, like, oh, this movie is going to be pure action, no story. The story's going to be stupid as fuck. No, this movie actually has a really good story. Better than most action movies I saw recently this year. So, great story. It's easy to follow. I also gotta say, I love Charlize Theron. She was a badass. So let me tell you this. She's actually on my top 10 list. Actually, to tell you the truth, I actually bumped her down to maybe like top 2 or 3. You know, Emma Watson is currently number 1 right now, but for the longest time, she was number 1. I don't know why she got bumped down, but I don't know. One day I just woke up and was like, you know what? I'm sorry, but she's gonna be number 2. I mean 3. Now she's number 2 after seeing this movie. She is such a badass. And I want to say this too. I don't think that Mad Max, Tom Hardy, I don't think Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron, I mean, I think they're like co-stars. I don't think one was bigger than the other. I think this is more like a duo movie, to tell you the truth. I also love Tom Hardy's performance on Mad Max. I think that he was, he didn't say much, but he got a lot across by his looks. I mean, not by his looks, but with his eyes and his body movement. He brought a lot just through that performance. Who else I did not actually know that was in this movie was Nicholas Holtz. I did not know he was in this movie at all. He was completely bald. And I didn't know that until I saw the movie. I'm like, wait a minute, is that Nicholas Holtz? Pretty good makeup job. He had a very good, powerful performance. Now, unfortunately, I have to get to the bad things, the things I did not like about this movie. And there are some. There's not as much, but there are some. I did think that it did drag on a little bit towards the end. I think that maybe around end of Act 2 just kind of went on a little too. I mean, it's just one part of the movie you tell where it's just, okay, speed this up, let's get to where we're going, you know? I also didn't like the whole thing that that Max was seeing this child, or he's hearing voices in his head. I thought that was a little too much. I don't think he could have said like he's hearing voices in his head. I think that's a little. I don't know. I think that's going a little too far. And for him seeing like this image of this child, I mean that was going throughout the whole entire movie, which I thought that was a little too much. Like to a point, it's like you'll see him do something, and this is like all of a sudden he'll get like a flashback of a child. It's like, come on now. I think we're better than that. Mad Max Fury Road. But besides that, I loved the movie. I'm just nitpicking at that point. So my overall score of Mad Max Fury Road is going to be a 4.5 out of 5. And the reason why I'm taking half a point is because of what I said. It did drag on a little bit towards the end, and I don't like the whole "your voice is inside his head," you know, which is kind of a little too crazy for me. But yet again, he is Mad Max, so he's supposed to be mad. It's like saying Crazy Tom or Crazy Victor, so maybe he's Crazy Max. I don't know. Anyway, please subscribe to the channel if you like this review, and thumbs up this this video. And also, I want to know: do you guys like the Mad Max franchise? What's your overall thoughts on it? Comment below. I really want to know. That actually rhymed. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys later.